We're in Sedona, Arizona, and it's May the 3rd. 4th. It's about 65 degrees. Not a cloud in the sky. We're on a 5.5 mile loop trail. You guys are going to get to hear me hassling for breath. We don't have to go up very high, about 4,000 feet. And I start huffing and puffing. We will, but this is our first trail. We're going to be here for 10 days. We're going into Utah as well. And this is our first trail. How are you doing, honey?
Doing good so far.
So far?
It's not much of a climb yet.
I don't know if there's a lot of elevation gain on this. So what we're gonna do is gonna go this way here. And it's everywhere. It's just
beautiful.
360 of just beautiful. And then this trail will take us on the back side of those mountains, and we'll finish back over here where we parked. And it should take how long?
It's about 2 hours.
We are really dragging this trail out. It's not a very hard trail. The reason we're dragging it out is everything's so photogenic, and we just stop and immerse ourselves into this environment. What are your thoughts so far?
It's just beautiful. I mean, it's a lot to take in. That's why it's taken us forever to go through this trail, because we're stopping every 3 or 4 seconds, it seems like.
Got a little section of straight trail here, so I wanted to tell you about our gear. We're wearing Merrells, both of us. They're a little hot, but man, you talk about good grip and loose rock, which is what we have here. Loose fitting Columbia clothes, and we got shorts and lighter clothes in the backpack because it could get into the 80s. And then the rest of what's in the backpack, Julie has an Osprey backpack with a water bladder, hiking poles in case she needs them. In mine, I have the camera gear. Also, we have a cooler lunchbox, so we have snacks, sandwiches, things like that, if you're ever wondering why we're wearing backpacks. It doesn't even look real. In some ways, it's so pretty, it almost looks man-made. Well, so far we've seen some squirrels, some bees, some lizards, some spiders. This stuff here is lichen?
I think it's
Lichen, the stuff on the rocks. And the only place that grows on rocks is where the air is very clean. And also it takes years and years and years for this to grow. Yeah, here's some more up here. The air is good. There's good air quality here. It's really dry, but you can see it on the rocks in here. I've seen this in the Appalachians too. We just had an awesome conversation with a guy on trail. He was from San Diego, California. Apparently did pretty well for himself. Sold everything. Got him a travel van. Just traveled around. I said, you live in a van down by the river? And he says, it's funny how everybody used to laugh about it. Now they envy it. That's the truth. We have to be the slowest hikers in the history of hiking.
But we are like taking our time and enjoying this view.
Yeah, I've never understood that. Get on a trail like this and everybody acts like they're in a race to get to the end of it. And Julie and I, we'll stop every 30 or 40 feet and just look around and stop. It's like I want to take as much of this home with me in my head as I possibly can. Take point?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm B-roll girl.
Your B-roll girl?
Yeah, so
Oh,
I
you
gotta
take
stop.
one, don't you? Too. I'd much rather watch you walking in front than me.
Well, I'm not paying attention to you walking. I'm just paying attention to the scenery and
Oh, okay.
getting shots.
Yeah. Get it? That breeze feels awesome. All right, we're on the back side of the formation that you've been seeing. This is a beautiful part of the trail.
And on this trail, you get to see almost all of these rock formations. I guess that's what they're called. I don't know. All these cliffs and
Yeah, I
Look
can
at that
highly
there.
recommend this trail. As far as it's not overly complicated or
No.
dangerous, it's easy to follow.
here comes another hiker.
Another hiker?
Yeah.
Okay. You been drinking water?
Yeah.
Found a shady spot to eat lunch. I'd say what, halfway done with the trail maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
Mhm.
Pretty quiet overall.
Yeah,
Every now and then you'll hear the helicopter tours.
amazing, isn't it?
I wouldn't want to be lost here at night.
Why? Haunted?
Why? No, not haunted. Just there's no telling what comes out at night.
Well, I think we'll make it back before dark.
Oh yeah.
All right. Oh, we have a little lunch box right here showing you our gear. It's a little extra weight, but we love to do this. And it's got an ice pack in it. Goes in the backpack. So we can put drinks, chips, sandwiches, whatever. And we'll keep it in the backpack. We always stop and have a little lunch on the trail. It's a tradition for us.
Instead of granola bars and trail mixes and stuff, you just showed people that we have.
Potted meat and Vienna sausages.
No, we have Nutty Buddy and oatmeal cookies.
Yeah, that's our health food. Diet Coke. And I tell you the truth, I wouldn't be opposed to Vienna sausages and potted meat.
I would be.
Alrighty. I guess that's why we're eating what, turkey?
Turkey and ham.
Yeah.
Did you drink water?
No, okay, I'm gonna drink some water. What about you?
Already
You
got
good?
some back there. Yeah. I'm good.
Alright. Here we go again. Take the lead again. I like watching you struggle. This was steeper than the last one.
I thought I was doing good.
You did. I feel a post hike Big Mac coming on. Well, they don't have Burger King
Hey,
here
this is the only place that has turquoise arches
for McDonald's.
for McDonald's.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody else has the golden. Sedona is the only place that has turquoise. We will show you guys if we make it to McDonald's.
I'm not sure about the wildlife here. Are you? They have these things, some kind of
I know she
pig
said
called
that
a
there was
Vera. Hell, I don't know, some kind of weird desert pig.
javelina.
Javelina.
Yeah,
Yeah.
javelinas I guess are a nuisance around here.
Yeah, javelinas. So you have to keep your gates closed to your yard or the javelinas will come in and root your garden up. Well, we made it.
We did.
We
5
made it.
miles?
No, it's a little over 5 miles, isn't it?
No, it's 5 miles.
5 miles? Okay.
5 miles round trip
We're coming up on the parking lot.
where we started.
a feeling of accomplishment has swept over us.
Yep.
That and dehydration. No, I'm kidding. Everything went really well.
Really pretty scenery, and talked to some really nice people. Yeah, it was a good hike.
Yep. And here we are. Mescal Trail. Definitely recommend it. It's a strenuous trail. Well marked. Lots of people there. If you get lost, you can ask. And breathtaking scenery. So if you're up near Sedona,
we saw a lot of stuff today.
Definitely a trail worth doing.
I'm going to show you the only turquoise arches in the world. Instead of the golden arches, Sedona has turquoise arches. Isn't that cool?
Oh look, there's the sun over there too.
Yeah. Pretty cool. So we're about to dine in the turquoise arches.
We rested up from our morning hike. Sun's starting to go down, and Julie wanted to try to cram a few more sites in today before we leave for you. We're not going into Utah tomorrow, are we?
No, it's around the Page, Arizona area. We're going to go do Antelope Canyon and Horseshoe Bend and the Glen Canyon Dam. Just things around Page, Arizona.
Okay. So you wanted to see this today, and what is this one right here?
This is the courthouse view, because I guess it reminds people of a courthouse, the outside of a courthouse.
It kind of reminds me of Devil's Tower a little bit in Arizona. I mean in
Wyoming.
Wyoming, yeah.
Yeah. And this one is the Bell House.
The Bell House?
Or the Bell Tower.
Bell Tower?
It looks like a bell.
Okay, there it is. Oh wow, there's somebody climbing it.
Oh, and you were just talking about rock
Look right
climbing.
here.
Where?
There's no way you guys can see it on the camera.
Oh, wow, there's two people up there.
There's more than two. What's amazing is you don't realize how big these rocks are until you see a person, and it gives you a frame of reference.
They're tiny. Look like little ants up there.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. You were just talking about, you were wondering if people actually rock climbed around this area.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, there's a trail. There's a whole bunch of people on it. See them?
Oh, wow.
You can climb that. We could do it, but I don't want to do it today.
No, that 5 miles kicked our butt.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That would be something.
Way up there.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah. We'll try to get a little closer and see if you guys can check them out. This may be something to do. All right, let's get a little closer. We're going to be quiet, but they're doing a yoga tour here. Yoga's really big. And then right up there, I tried to get close enough to let you guys see. I mean, way up that thing. People are climbing it. The closer we get, the less intimidating it seems to be far as a climb. So we may come back tomorrow and attempt this. Well, not tomorrow, but Friday or Saturday. And that's the Bell Rock and the courthouse or something. Courthouse? Yeah. Yep. What you think, honey?
Pretty cool.
Hey guys, I just met a lovely lady that lives here, and she brings tour guides up, and her name's Linda, and she was telling me about vortexes and different things in Sedona and energy. And if you see behind her, there's people laying on the rocks, and I don't want to talk too loud and disturb them, but why are they laying on the rocks here?
Well, I think it's different for each individual, but what they're doing is drawing the energy that the earth has to offer. It's sort of like when you're grounding, where you take your feet, your shoes off and you walk in the grass.
Yeah.
This is a similar situation, but it's a more intense experience.
More intense. And there's what makes Sedona so special for this kind of thing?
I think because of the vortex energy. Vortex is like the heartbeat of the earth, and there are some that are feminine, some that are negative. So you may feel energized in one location and very calm in another location. So
Okay.
there are masculine and feminine energies to the vortexes themselves.
Well, you're the second person that mentioned vortexes to us, and when we came here, we didn't. Yeah, a vortex back home would probably be a hurricane.
Right.
So we had never heard of this, and then
It's like an energy tornado.
an energy tornado. Okay, that's a good way to put it.
We need lots of that.
Yeah. Well, Linda's lived here for a very long time, and she was nice enough to go on camera and talk to us about it. Thank you.
You're most welcome. Enjoy your stay.
We will. We already are. Everyone here is very